So if you've been following along for a little while, you'll know that we bought this property to build a house on about a year ago. And it's just taken us a while to get everything straightened out to get a construction loan. But I've got updates. So we finally closed on our construction loan today, which means we'll finally get to start getting this land cleared off and getting the foundation poured and everything. So now is where it really gets busy. But hopefully we'll have more and more updates about the house build coming out pretty soon. We're hoping to have it built and done within 6 to 8 months, maybe sooner. It's a pretty simple house layout, nothing big or fancy or crazy. But today, since this is getting cleared out within a week or two, we've got to get this tree stand down and a couple of deer feeders and some other stuff's got to get moved around. I got to mark some more trees. So, and it's 94 degrees and 70% humidity. So anyways, this should be fun. I don't know, this is crap. Anyways, yeah, I guess when I get the tree stand down. This should be fun. That strap's moving in a way I don't really like. No, that's still good. As long as my other straps hold, we'll be okay. About 20 feet up. With these tree stands, you take the top strap off here first, and then you go down and you take the straps underneath off, and you can use those to guide it down to the ground instead of having it just fall down on you. So now I got to loosen this strap up back here and get this down. Tension's off, and we're good. And even if those straps are too loose, it's dug into the tree right now, and if I'm just going up and down without moving side to side, it's not really gonna go anywhere. Why did you do it like that? I don't know. I just did what was easy. Yeah, well, don't do it like that. So coming down. All right, now I can get this one off. I'm not sure how I got it up there that high. I didn't have a ladder that day. I'm vertically challenged. Ooh, spiders. All right, yes. Let's just come over here. Unhook it. Oh, that's easier said than done. That is a mess right there. I'll get back to you. Now for the fun part. I'm 5 minutes in and I'm sweating my tail off already. This humidity is crazy out here during this heat dome right now. Now this is the fun part. Got to guide this thing down to the ground without dropping it too far. Actually, I need to take that centerpiece off first, and then we can take those off. and bring it down to the ground. All right. Now we can bring her on down. What are you gonna do with the longer ladder? All right, we got it down. Now I've got to move it somewhere else. I don't think I'm gonna put it up and strap it to the tree right now. I don't like letting the straps sit out all year for the next hunting season, and then hope they hold me for the next hunting season. I may just buy new straps anyways though. So we're gonna move this somewhere else. We've got some deer feeders we got to move because all this is gonna be getting cleared out. Well, at least 1.5 acres, 2 acres. It's not a whole lot, but we got to get it cleared out. Get the trees remarked. I marked trees. These were orange back when I marked them, and the property markers were pink. Well, as you can see, these are no longer orange. So they all look the same, and I don't want my guy that's coming in to clear the land to get confused on where he's supposed to stop and whatnot. So I've got to remark these. We're gonna mark them in yellow, and they shouldn't fade before he gets here because he's supposed to start not next week, but the week after next, more than likely. So that's what we got to do. Or something. I don't know, that sounds dumb. That's what we got to do. So yeah, prepping for getting this cleared out. I'm going to have to move the shooting bench sometime. I don't think I'm doing that today though. It's hot. So we'll see. Because obviously, if the house is sitting right there, we can't be shooting the targets right up in front of the house anymore. Unfortunately. My wife won't like it. Well, we could shoot down there. I don't know. We could just keep shooting down there, right beside the house. It'd be okay. As long as nobody runs in front. All right. We'll get back to you. Or something. I don't know. It sounds dumb. But maybe the longer I do this, I'll get better at it. Maybe. I'm tired. So we got to move our tree stand here. We got a four-wheeler under a tarp behind it too. So nobody messes with stuff out here. We just leave the four-wheeler out here. But we've got a tree stand right. We got a blind right here we've got to move. And then for all you squatchy people, we've got this tree here. Comes up from there and it's bent slam over at the blind. It was up about that high. Maybe it's just dead, but it's been bent all the way down to the ground, which is just adds to the odd stuff that we've had go on out here. I don't know. Anyways, we've got to get this blind up and moved because we're inside where we're going to be clearing out. And I usually just leave these out year round once they get put up because they're a pain to put back up. Some of them more than others, but it's lasted. It's a pretty good blind. Bought it at Walmart back in, I don't know, September, October, and it's been out here for almost a full year. Completely fine. Still works. The zippers haven't rusted or anything. Anyways, we'll get back to you. I don't have to get back to them. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and take this thing down and move it and try not to get covered in spider webs because there's a bunch of them over here. I get updates. Don't leave your blind up all year round. There's like yellow jacket nests in there, big old hornet nests in there, and I'm trying not to get stung right now. We gotta move this. Somehow I was able to magically get it all back into the bag it came in. I usually can never do that. Guess I just had the touch today. But it is hot out here, and got rid of the bees that were in it. So yeah, word of advice, don't leave them up all year because they get filled with wasps and hornets. Now if you got a tree stand or a hardwood tree stand with a door or something on it, it's a little different. But as far as these go, you don't want to walk in with them big old murder hornets that were in there. It's what they look like, but they were pretty big. But that would have been a bad day between those and the yellow and the wasps that were in there too. So yeah, wouldn't have been good. Now it's time for a tick check because ticks are bad right now, obviously. But so now I got to pick all this mess up here and get it back to the truck. We had wood chips and stuff down here during hunting season, so if we need to build a little fire, we could to keep warm and cover scent too. And it worked a little bit, but now it's time to get this up though. Okay, so I got updates. So I'm not gonna get everything done today. It is too hot. It's about 2 o'clock and I'm already cooked.
And we have to change the oil.
And yeah, we got some stuff to do at the house. And it's like being in an oven out here. I'm gonna go check out my trail cam in the front because it's not sending me pictures because it hit its picture limit a couple weeks ago. I just want to check that and make sure nobody's snooping around up here. Usually isn't. So we're gonna go up there and check that out. And if we don't pass out, get in the truck and go home. That's the plan. I am dripping sweat right now though. I need a swimming pool out here. Before I build a house, I think we'll build a swimming pool first. I wonder if the bank will let me draw for that. Put a swimming pool out here. Put a pond. Well, that's the only bad part about Georgia in the summer is the heat. There's probably some other bad things too, but for now, we're done for the day because it's about 110 real feel. Difference between real feel and actual temperature, I don't know. It's 110, close to 110. So we're gonna close these gates up. I'm gonna close these gates up. He's sitting in the AC and get out of here. So if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you watching, and we'll have more videos coming pretty soon as we build the house. We're getting the land cleared out probably in 2 weeks. The time you see this, maybe a week, may have already been cleared. It is first week of July right now. So in about 2 weeks, we should have about 2 acres, acre and a half, 2 acres cleared out back here, 800-foot driveway and the house pad graded and ready to go. And then we've got to get the septic permit before we can get the building permit. And then we've got to get the building permit once the septic permit passes. And then we can start getting the concrete put in. So exciting, but a lot of work coming ahead. And I will be glad when it's done and we're living out here. Even though it is about 100 degrees, it stays about 3 to 4 degrees cooler around here. Hopefully that doesn't change too much when we take some of these trees out. We're not taking them all out though. So I think it's still going to stay pretty cool in here, hopefully, compared to being out in the middle of a field. But that's what we got for now. Thanks for watching. And don't forget, if you like this kind of thing, just click the subscribe button down there. You can hit the like button. I really appreciate it. That helps us in the algorithm, blah, 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 all that stuff, you know. You know how it is. But we'd really love for you to hit that subscribe button and the like button and help us out. We've got an Etsy shop now with just some shirts, but eventually we plan to have a few maybe things that we make and then put on the Etsy shop. So if you want to check that out, the link should be in the description to the Etsy shop. We also have a buy me a coffee link. Nobody's going to donate to it, but that's okay. We'll still do this because we enjoy doing it. That being said, right now we are at 85 that being said, right now we're at 85 subscribers. So we're trying to break that first 100. We'd love to be able to break 1,000 and get monetized, but right now we're pushing for 100. So if we can hit 100 subscribers by the end of July, that would be awesome, and we really appreciate it. But thank you for watching. Be good.